Hi-oh YouTube, my name is Dexter and welcome to this Heroes of the Storm theory crafting video about Junkrat, the Junker Demolition, I believe is his name, or his title in this game. I just got to try him out, like this, as soon as I realized that the PTR was available, I went here. That grenade is fantastic. I love this grenade. I like how I don't have to stop moving to fire it. And there's no cooldown. Does it recharge? Throws up to 4 charges. Frag launchers, cooldown, replenishes, all charged at the same time. That's strong as shit. I don't have to fucking aim. I can just run and gun. This is great. I like this. Okay, I need to see the oh, that takes forever to arm. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna toggle cooldowns. I like how it doesn't have mana. Place a trap on the ground that arms after 2 seconds. Deals 135 damage and roots the first enemy that walks over it for 2 seconds. What I need to know is it visible? Can enemies see these traps? So that's a respectable range. That is also a respectable range. Yeah, I like that. Concussion mine. I don't like how I have to hit a separate button to detonate the mine, but that's fine with me. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna go back to throwing grenades. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but the farther you travel, or the farther the grenades travel, the less they bounce. So I can drop a grenade at my feet, and it'll go there. They also get slower as they travel farther. I like the different animation. I like the different animations that they put into that. Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm gonna throw this over here. Just gonna chuck that. All right, enough of that noise. The last thing I'll say, I like before I started this video, I tried him out and attacked minions. That's area of effect. His auto attacks are area of effect, and it's fantastic. But I'm just gonna set my level up to 20 real quick, just because I want to go over everything. I like the name of that talent. Put some English on it. Increases frag launcher travel distance by 50%, but does not increase its speed. So that's max range. We take that. That's impressive. That is damn near global. Okay, we're gonna reset that. Extra wound timers. Frag launcher grenades last an additional 2 seconds before automatically detonating, or bouncy. Upon colliding with terrain for the first time, frag launcher grenades deal 20% more damage. So how would that work? This one sounds really strong, but I'm just gonna fire that off. That's 128. 50% less damage to structures. Okay, so let's go shoot. Let's tag this guy. So that's 257. Oh, whoop! I missed. That's still 257. I'm gonna launch that over there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have to hit them. I have to know how to aim this thing if I want to get anything out of this talent. First bounce. So I have to hit them while it's in midair. So, after that, upon colliding with terrain for the first time, oh, does that mean? Oh, okay. So this is if you want. Okay, I'm gonna launch that over there. It's gonna bounce back. That's how you get the extra damage out of it. So you just fire fucking randomly. Okay, I like that. It's gonna be hard as shit to pull off. I think the talent I would take at level 1 would be put some English on it, just because I like the name. I want to see how long these grenades actually hang around for. That'll sit there a long ass time. That'll sit there a long time. That's gonna be hard to pull off. I mean, enemies that walk into it I think will set it off. Let me toggle minions real quick. I just want to find out for certain. I'm gonna fire that over there. I think I put it in the path of minions. I think enemies that walk into it detonate it immediately. So we're gonna go stand over here. Whoosh. Yeah, if you walk into it, you blow it up. Okay, so they're able to stick around for 2 seconds longer. And I like how you can't interrupt the grenade until it actually lands where it's gonna land. But I do like that he has area of effect attacks. Like, just basic abilities, the area of effect. It's really good and kind of seems like to me is trying to, like, force out what Sylvanas does, in a sense. Because, like, Sylvanas disables everything. This guy just blows everything up. But okay. So, extra round timer. probably... It's great for zoning. It's probably going to be the same idea as nuclear option for Diva. But I don't know if that's, like, effective or a good choice, because these don't do nearly the same amount of damage as nuclear option. I think put some English on it or bouncy bouncy. If you're really fucking cheeky with this character, you're gonna be able to get a lot of value out of bouncy bouncy. You have to, like, you have to know what you're aiming at, though, to actually do it. Although it does make for some interesting, what's the word? It does make for some interesting gameplay. Taste for explosion. Okay, so all of these are just, you hit people, you get more of whatever you're hitting them with. Hit 12 enemy heroes with Concussion Mine, deals 30% more damage and knocks enemies back further. Hitting a hero with Frag Launcher increases its damage by 0.75 up to 150. You gotta land a lot of those fucking grenades. But if you're able to do that, you can get a ton of damage out of it. I like these names. Tricky Shuffle. While Frag Launcher has no charges left, gain... Oh, man! Are you kidding me? Go faster for 10 seconds because you're out of grenades? Yes, please. While Frag Launcher has no charges left, gain 15% movement speed. That'll allow you to reposition really easily. Look at that. Look at me go. Look at me hobble around. That's fantastic. That's a great talent. But, I'm going to go back talent tier. I'm going to take Bouncy Bouncy. Gotta trap them all. I like it. This one really, this talent tier really does, like, it's whatever playstyle you want to, like, focus on. If you want to be more trap man, go with your steel traps. Boop. I'm going to throw that down there real quick. Oh, I disabled sound. That's what happened. I was going to say, what the fuck happened to my sound? I disabled it. Okay. So, there we go. Attacks 1 per second. Area of effect. I need to see just how large the area of effect on these auto attacks are. I'll do that later, though. I'm focusing on quests right now, or on talents right now. But yeah, the level 4s are definitely whatever you want to focus on. Like, if you're confident in your traps, this one will get you a lot of mileage. Reduces steel traps cooldown by 3 seconds and increases the number of traps active to number of active traps to 3. So if you can finish this, if you can, I really need to know if these are visible or not. Like after they activate, can enemies see them? Are they like Abathur landmines, only somehow better? And can enemies... I can imagine enemies would be able to see the concussion mine. I feel like that's something that anybody can see, but I don't know about the traps. But Taste for Explosion would just be if you just want to lay down damage, take Taste for Explosions. But I cannot get over how, like, just... You can't interact with these grenades until they're landing. That's great. Like, I can sit here, I'll land a grenade there. Oh, land a grenade there. Or, I guess a better way of showing it off would be standing in front of this dude. Standing in front of Chaos. Put a grenade there, lob a grenade through him. They only become a solid object until they basically hit the ground. Yeah, they only become a solid object until they hit the ground, so that's really cool. Hey, can you guys see this? Apparently not. Can you see this? Apparently not. Good to know. I do like that this doesn't deal more damage to towers. It deals less damage to towers, because they learned their lesson with Li Ming. I know they did. But I'm going to take Taste for Explosions. Taste for Explosions just seems good. Tricky Shuffles is amazing. Increases steel trap radius and damage, so I can snare people from farther away. Oh, man. That's massive. That is really big. And then Sticky Wicket. Steel Trap no longer roots enemies. What? And instead slows them by 90% for 3 seconds. Why would you swap that out? Why would you swap out a hard crowd control. I mean, it's basically the same thing, just one's longer. I don't know. I can't really justify swapping out a snare that stops someone from moving for a slow that lasts 1 second longer. Because let me put it to you this way. Would you rather slow a Genji or stop Genji from doing everything that Genji wants to do?
Whatever you say.
I honestly can't think, like, I can't think of a situation where Sticky Wicket would be better. A 3-second 90% slow would be better than a 2-second snare. I can't think of it. Because this thing takes time to arm. This thing takes 2 seconds to arm. You gotta wait for 2 seconds for that thing to become active. One thing I do like is I can launch myself with the concussed. Oh man, he's got his own animations for that. That's cool. Okay. But I'm gonna reset talents. Bouncy Bouncy, Taste for Explosions. Tricky Shuffles just sounds great, because you have... That's 12 seconds of going 15% faster than everybody else. 5% slower than Lunara.
Choose a talent.
Riptire. Create a motorized bomb with 1100 health, basically, at level 20. That lasts 15 seconds. While active, Junkrat is immobile, but gains control of Riptire's movements. The Riptire can be activated to detonate immediately, knocking enemies back and dealing increasing damage depending on how close they are to the center of the blast, with the highest amount being near the center or Rocket Ride. Junkrat launches into the air after 1.25 seconds. While in the air, he can steer the landing location by moving. After 3.5 seconds, Junkrat land. So he basically gets Doomfist's ultimate, but in the form of a rocket instead of just being Doomfist. After 3.5 seconds, Junkrat lands, dealing damage to nearby enemies and activating Total Mayhem. Okay, 5 seconds after landing, Junkrat appears at the altar and gains 1500% additional movement speed until dismounted. I need to see this, because I know exactly how fucking the...
Let's go for a ride!
Ha! Shit! I just get to ride this? This is my new mount. Okay. I think Riptire might be better, but I don't know how big the blast radius is, but that's damn impressive. That's just a fun ultimate. Okay, let me reset that. Bouncy Bouncy, Taste for Explosions, Tricky Shuffles, and let's try Riptire. That's really slow, actually. Okay, so that has a 2-second boing, pop. I don't know. I think Rocket Ride might actually be the better choice. I mean, it's on a longer cooldown, but it also makes your passive happen, which is when you die, you drop 5 grenades that explode after a second. I was gonna say a minute, but I'm illiterate, so that's fine. I don't know. I think Rocket Ride's more fun. Rocket Ride has the potential to deal more damage, but it also is, like, it's more damage, puts you back at the spawn point, and gives you 250% movement speed until you get hit, or you do something. So, like, it does damage, gets you out of the fight, and then gets you back into the fight faster.
Oh, do go on.
I think that one's just better. I think Rocket Ride's just better. It's also more fun.
Choose a talent.
Bouncy Bouncy, Taste for Explosions, Tricky Shuffles, Rocket Ride. I want to see. I want to go get my ass kicked. Kill me, I dare you. You can't, can you? Alright, that's good enough. That does take a long time to reset, though. Boink! And then it drops my grenades where I die. And then it puts me back. Yeah! Rocket Ride's just way better! Rocket Ride's just way better! It gets you out of... It engages, disengages, restores all of your health, and gives you the ability to get back into the fight you just left. Like... Why would you take Riptire? I guess it's safer? Because while you're getting on the rocket, you can die. But... it just does everything else. This does damage. This does everything else and more damage. It's just a little harder to use. I think Rocket Ride's the way to go. I could be wrong on that, but that's funny. Ripper Air. Junkrat is knocked back 50% farther by Concussion Mine. Additionally, Concussion Mine's cooldown is reduced by 12 seconds if only Junkrat is hit, so that puts it on a 4-second cooldown. Bogged Down. Enemies launched by Concussion Mine. That one sounds really good. Enemies bogged down by enemies launched by Concussion Mine are slowed by 60% for 2 seconds upon landing. And then Chattering Teeth. Steel traps will slowly chase nearby enemy heroes. So how close do I have to get that thing?
Lays a trap for his prey.
Pretty close. I like it. I like that. It depends on what one you need more. If you need, like, guaranteed lockdown, or if you need, like, disengagement, or, like, repositions. If you need to reposition somebody. Oh, the Ripper Air is for yourself. Bogged Down is for everything else around you. And this is for pretty much, not guaranteed, but just easier lockdown. Because you don't have to wait for somebody to walk onto that thing.
Choose a talent.
I'm gonna take, for this, like, for this build, I'm gonna take Rocket Ride. I think
Choose a talent.
Ripper Air sounds more fun. Because you just throw it down and then, whee! Hey! Wow, that's really fucking far. Do I get launched farther the closer I am to it? Okay, so I landed over there. I'm gonna put that there. Whee! I like these animations. Whoever animated Junkrat for Heroes of the Storm knew what they were doing. Yeah, the farther away I am from the Concussion Mine, the farther I get launched. Whoops. I like that. I like that a lot. Why do I have bonus movement speed? Oh, I think it's because my, Spread Volley. Activate to make Frag Launcher fire 2 additional grenades in a spread. Works for up to 4 total charges, or until Frag Launcher runs out of charges.
Choose a talent.
What? Holy shit! Oh my god! I don't even care what the rest of the choices are at that tier. That's not fucking, like, oh my god. Holy crap, Spread Volley. It's like Contra Spread Gun.
Choose a talent.
Wow! Holy hell! That was amazing!
Choose a talent.
I'm gonna take a Ripper Air. Burst Fire. Frag Launcher fires all of its grenades in a continuous burst. Its cooldown is reduced by 1 second, but it loses 1 maximum charge. That's more damage. That's just more burst damage. Endless Nades. That's more sustained damage. This is more area damage. So whatever you need, if you need targeted damage, you take Burst Fire. If you need sustain, you take Endless Nades. If you just want to say fuck everything in this general area, you take Spread Volley. I'm taking Spread Volley. Puckish Scamp. Oh my god. Reduces Rocket Ride's cooldown by 70 seconds. 30-second hard engage, disengage, area damage, reposition, and mount speed. 30 seconds. That's fantastic. Riptire's increases Riptire's knockback distance by 50%, and its cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds for each enemy hero hit. Increases the radius and explosion radius. What? What does that mean? Oh, I know what it means. Okay. Sorry, I'm just scooting a cat out of my room. Increases the radius and explosion radius of grenades from basic attacks and frag launchers. So, that's max range. Let's take Cannonball. Oh, no! Oh, they just get bigger! Oh!
Love it.
The grenades themselves get bigger! Okay. And then Boom Pow. Hitting an enemy hero with Concussion Mine reduces its cooldown by 10 seconds. That obviates... That makes Ripper Air kind of... I'm not going to say useless. But... it helps it out a lot. Because, like, you're guaranteed, if you hit somebody with this, you're guaranteed to have a 6-second cooldown. If you only hit yourself, you get a 4-second cooldown. Because that's what Ripper Air does. You also go farther. Junkrat is knocked back 50% farther by Concussion Mine. Additionally, Concussion Mine's cooldown is reduced by 12 seconds if only Junkrat is hit. So, I don't know. All of these sound good.
Lovely day, isn't it?
All of these sound really good. Fortunately, I do not outrange. Oh my god. Okay. I don't really know why you wouldn't take whatever this is, Cannonball. Although I do like these. I need to see how far before I make an accurate and like informed decision. I need to see just how far away Riptire will launch somebody.
Fire in the hole!
Because that's how this works. Shazam! It's not that far. It's not that far at all.
Walking. Why not?
I want you to reset. Thank you.
I'll just leave this here.
That's really far. I like that. I'm going to toggle cooldowns real quick. I just want to see how far this actually launches people. Reset, damn it! There you go. Like, if I can get that right there. Woo! That's really far. I want to see if I can get there. Woo! Yeah, I can. Oh, I didn't actually take Ripper Air. Oh, whoops. So he landed over there.
Stop me if you've heard this.
Woo! Oh, God. That's dangerous. Never mind. That's entirely likely to blow you up. Whoops. Whee! I fucking love that. That's great. That's hard disengage right there. You have to know how to land that thing, but look at that. That's Genji, eat your fucking heart out. I mean, with this talent, I basically do the same thing that I always complain about Genji being able to do. Oh wait, I wasn't in that? Oh, whoops. Okay.
Alrighty.
But, okay, let's try Burst Fire. So do they all land in the same area, or do they change based on do they change as I'm moving? Nope, they're all located in one area. Although it is kind of... Yeah, okay, so it's all based on where I actually click and send these things.
Do go on.
Because he's aiming at a central focal point. He's aiming at wherever I hit the button to fire the ability. Okay. So I can kind of... You can't really notice it at longer ranges, but... As he gets closer, you can definitely see that... You can kind of aim the grenades. That's useful. I like that. I like this talent choice. Not as much as Spread Gun. Not as much as Spread Volley, because that's just fucking amazing. That's something special. Spread Volley's something special. But okay, I'm gonna stop talking about like the talents and start coming up with build ideas now. I really think, I mean, you have options. Level 1 you don't, it's just all about grenades. I think Bouncy Bouncy is gonna be fun though. Especially with Spread Volley. Because, you know, fire at a wall, just carpet an entire fucking area. Why not? And you get more damage. So this is just gonna be grenades for days. Like, grenade damage build. Because I like doing the damages.
Choose a talent.
I'm gonna take Big
Choose
Ass.
a talent.
Which, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be Big Ass, but they can't swear, so... We're gonna take Rocket Ride, just because I think it's funny. I think Rocket Ride's hilarious. Like, let's just be honest here. Rocket Ride, it's probably the worst ultimate, because I do have a knack for choosing the worst of any situation. But it's just fun! It's fun! Okay? It's just fun. Rocket Ride is great. We're gonna take Chattering Teeth, because I want my steel traps to follow people. Okay. And then lastly, we're gonna take... Obviously take a Spread Volley. And then lastly, we're gonna take Cannonball, because I just want bigger grenades. So, keep in mind that every time these grenades bounce off a wall, they do more damage. Like, anytime they bounce off anything, they do more damage. So, I mean, I do have to kind of aim it so they get to where I want them to be. Meow. But just look at that. I want to see just how much damage I can actually pump out with this stuff. I'm glad I can't blow myself up. That's nice. I'm glad that I'm not allowed to blow myself up. Okay, so as you land grenades, you get more damage. That's how this talent works. So how does this work? 4 charges or until frag launcher runs. So at max charges, you can launch 12 grenades. There we go. So that reset. So in 12 grenades at 0.75 damage per grenade, you can get a lot of damage. You can get a lot of mileage out of that talent. Keep in mind, this is on a pretty, a respectable cooldown. It's on a respectable cooldown. It's not like fucking Nazebo frogs where you can throw them 9 hours or you can throw them for 9 hours straight, continuously. You just start hucking spiders. I want to see how good he is at taking merc camps. I can't imagine he's going to do very well, but keep in mind that this is because I have low cooldown mode. At level... I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, this is the build that I'd go with. Just all kinds of grenade damage and fun stuff to do. Whee! Oh, wait, whee! There we go. Although a lot of his talents don't sound like... I'm going to say, combat-oriented. They're just goofy. Like, Ripper Air. Ripper Air gets you out of a fight. Ripper Air gets you out of a fight in a hilarious fashion. Or, Rocket Ride gets you out of a fight in another hilarious fashion. It just... I don't know, he just sounds fun. I'm not sure about good. Obviously, this is my first impressions with him. I can't say good, but I can definitely say fun. I just kind of wish that if it, I kind of wish the grenade would bounce back towards you if you did manage to land it on a wall. I also kind of wish they could, more clearly define what the walls were. But, okay, enough of that. This one, the other build that I can think of, I can reasonably come up with, the only other build that I can reasonably come up with would be a trap build. But that one sounds really hard to pull off until you get to level 13 with Chattering Teeth. But, gotta trap them all, big as, because it just, I believe that it affects Chattering Teeth. Because, it increases the radius. I want to test that out. Reset talents. Bouncy. Gotta trap them all. Sticky Wicket. I'm going to chuck that out there. So that's what that does. So that's... fuck it. Rocket Ride. And then Chattering Teeth. That's the maximum range. So from right there is the maximum range. I don't want to set level. I want to reset talents. So that's the max range right there. Bouncy grenades, gotta trap them all, big as. Rocket Ride, and Chattering Teeth. No, it doesn't affect it. Or at least I don't think it does.
This'll be good.
Nope, doesn't affect the range. Okay. So, you can have bigger traps up more often. And have them chase, slowly chase people. That one doesn't sound terrible. It's not going to be good against a lot of heroes, because a lot of heroes go a lot faster than these things. You need to keep in mind how slow these things actually travel. I'm just going to throw that over there. And it takes 2 seconds for that thing to ready up. And then it bites them. And then it leaves them snared. The trap build sounds a little less, I don't know, a little less, reliable, but definitely in the right situations it's going to be very strong. And then... if you can snare somebody, you take burst fire, and then just drop grenades on them. You just fire grenades at them, and then... I'll take Puckish Scamp. Why not? Let's go for a ride. Whee! Boink. I like the explodiness. I like that. It kind of... Oh, I think it's supposed to be his trap schematics. I need to see what happens when he actually dies, because I want to know if that big radius there is... I want to refresh forts. Refresh forts. Shoot me, I dare you! What happens when I die? Okay, it's just normal death. Okay. Alright, so that's nice. You tell him, Junkrat. You scream a lot, though, buddy. I kind of, I feel kind of bad for this guy's voice actor. And then lastly, we're going to go for a concussion mine build. Bronzer hits. Every time I hit a hero, 30% more damage after I hit 12 people. Tricky Shuffle sounds good. I'm going to take Riptire. Bogged Down sounds really solid. Ripper Air Bogged Down. I think I'm gonna take Bogged Down and Endless Nades. Because, like, the way I'm thinking, I guess Endless Nades would pair better with the trap build. Because the more grenades you land, the lower the cooldown is on them. But let's not forget my first love, my first true love, Spread Volley. Spread Volley is amazing. Holy shit, Spread Volley's so good. Boom Pow. Okay, so I'm just gonna launch myself over this wall here real quick. Woo! Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna launch myself over the wall. So if I hit an enemy hero with Boom Pow, I get lowered cooldown. I just want to see how much actual damage this thing does. I want to see how much damage. 30% more at level 20. Basically 30% of 40 or 400. So let's throw that out and boom, 500 damage. That's respectable. That is respectable. Oh yeah, it also slowed people. It also slows them. Bam! And I can do that every 6 seconds. That's not bad. I'm not gonna make fun of that. That's really solid. That's solid. I like the concussion. I like the idea of a concussion mine build. But yeah, I think definitely the best talent he has is right here. Spread Volley is so good. I don't think there's any reason to take anything other than Spread Volley. Because I need you to see just how much I can blanket an area. Put some English on it. We're gonna get him to go farther. Taste for Explosions, Tricky Shuffles, Rocket Ride, Ripper Air, Spread Volley, and Cannonball. I need you to see, okay? This is max range. That's 1 grenade. This is 3 more of them. That just blankets an area. I'm gonna toggle cooldowns just so I can get that stuff back, and then I'm gonna untoggle it. Like, look at that! Look at that! Where are you supposed to go in there? How are you supposed to deal with that? That's fantastic! Like, I can't think of a better talent. Like, that, honestly, that Spread Volley right there is my favorite talent in this entire game. I cannot get over Spread Volley. That shit is fantastic. That is damn impressive. And keep in mind, while I'm moving, I have complete... Like, I can take all the time in the world to aim these grenades. So we're going to toggle cooldowns, and we're going to walk from boss back up into the lane. We're going to hit that, and we're just going to launch grenades as we travel. There we go. I've launched all my grenades. I covered both of these doors. I covered both of those doors, and if I was good at landing explosions, which I'm not, or if I'm good at landing, friggin' not trick shots, skill shots, I'm just gonna sit here and fire grenades. I'm gonna stand right on top of them and fire grenades. Bam. I love that talent. Like, Spread Volley's so fucking good. But I think this is the build that I would go for. Either put some English on it or bouncy grenades, or bouncy, depending on what map you're on. Obviously, if you're on something like Warhead Junction, bouncy's not going to do a whole lot of good, because a lot of team fights don't really take place in, like, enclosed areas. They take place out in the open, more or less. Excuse me. I've had something in the back of my throat for better part of a day now, and I don't know what it is, but that's the only time I'm going to cough here. Or at least, I hope that's the only time I've coughed. But, yeah, put some English on it if you're on a really, really big map, and you want to get... If you want to be a part of a team fight, but don't actually want to participate, or, like, can't participate for some reason, just put some English on it. Or if you're on a really cramped environment, like, what is that place? Cursed Hollow. If you're on Cursed Hollow, bouncy is going to get you a lot of extra damage. Taste for Explosions, Tricky Shuffle, so when you're out of grenades, you go faster. For 12 seconds, mind you. Keep that in mind. 12 seconds worth of 15% bonus movement speed. That's solid. That's just damn impressive. I mean, you have to be completely out. And if you're completely out, something tells me you're not doing a whole lot. I like Rocket Ride. I can't get around it. Ready for the big ride, baby! That just does everything. It does everything. It might be a crutch. It probably is a crutch. But it engages, disengages, does damage, repositions, gets you back into the... Okay, I can't really say it repositions. It gets you back into the fight faster. 250% movement speed. That's light speed, and then some, up until you take an action. But I honestly can't think of any better like choice for this guy. I'm torn between Cannonball or Puckish Scamp, but everything else, this is the build that I would go for. Everything else that I've chosen here just sounds solid. I like this. I like this hero. This is a decently designed hero. I've liked the last couple of... I've liked Anna. I liked Junkrat. I kind of like the direction these heroes are going in. I just hate that it's like, oh, it's just Overwatch heroes now. It's just Overwatch the video game. But that's a rant for another time. I'm gonna go. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Nearly as much as I did. For those of you who are new, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you got a better idea for talents, let me know. If you care that much to let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna go. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time. I need to show this off again. I need to show this. It's just so good! It's so cool! Are you trying to tell me that I'm not supposed to take that talent? But I'm gonna go. Bye, everybody. This has been a lot of fun.